Hello friends, welcome you all. As part of this video, we will talk about one of the most interesting topic, that whether I should go for Spark along with the Python or I should use Spark with the Scala. So friends, I have seen many times people are confused that whether I should go for Python with the Spark or I should choose the Scala with the Spark. What is the benefit of which, and in which situation I should go for which one API language. So as part of this video, we will see how Python is helping with the Spark and how Scala is helping with the Spark. So let's try to understand this by synopsis of the Python first. So Python is a object-oriented and high-level functional programming language. So Python leverage both object-oriented concept and the functional language also. Python is a interpreted language. It's not a compiler based language. It means the code which I am running, we are not compiling it, we are just hitting on my system without compilation. Python is a dynamically typed language and very rich in libraries like pandas, numpy and matplotlib and etc. There are hundreds of libraries present into the Python. So that's the most benefit I have seen for the Python. Python have many functions along with the lambda function, which is very popular function when we are working with the Python, and Python is also have various type of collections. So we have the collection like list, set, dictionary, array and all. When we integrated Python with the Spark, then we say this term as a PySpark. So this is the synopsis of my Python. Next is synopsis of the Scala. So Scala is also a object-oriented and functional programming language, just like the Python, but Scala is a compiled based language. So whenever you run your Scala code, first it will get compiled, and during the compilation time itself, we check the errors. This compiled Scala code will run on my JVM machine. JVM is nothing but Java Virtual Code, and in the form of byte array. So friends, whatever the code I am compiling, that code will compile and convert it into the byte array code, and that will run on my JVM machine. This is the Scala behavior. Scala is a statically typed language, and this can be integrated with Java very easily. While we have seen Python is a dynamically typed language, but Scala is my statically typed language, so that whatever the data type or any type of error can be checked at the compilation. Scala also leveraging with many functions and the anonymous functions. There are so many inbuilt functions, just like the Python we have. Scala also have many inbuilt function and also have many collection types like list, map, tuple, array, etc. Scala is a native language to the Spark framework. Okay, and whenever I use Scala with the Spark, so we used to say that as a Spark shell. Now let's see what is the difference between Scala and the Python based on some features. The first feature is type safe. So we see Scala is a statically typed language while Python is a dynamically typed language. It means during the compilation I am checking errors in the Scala, but when it's come to the Python, at the runtime we are getting our errors. So this is kind of a drawback in Python, you can say. Coming to the performance, so yes, Scala is a winner here, and Scala is much more faster. Even I would say it is a 10 times faster as compared to the Python, because Scala runs on a JVM machine in the compilation forms. That's why this make the Scala very faster in processing. Next is platform. Platform by Scala uses the compiler based platform like JVM, while Python don't use any compiler based platform. It's simply interpreter and run on the machine directly. Easy of use. So Scala is a highly verbose language, while Python is a less verbose language. It means whatever the log I am generating in Scala, I am getting many words for that. Whatever the code I am writing, I will get many words related to as a log, but less in Python. When it's come to the learning curve, so definitely Scala is a little tougher as compared to the Python. When a person, let's say person is a Java programmer, so for a Java programmer it is little bit challenging to work or to understand the Scala language, but when it's come to the Python, so Python is really easy language and any person can learn it within no time. Next is libraries. So no doubt here we have seen the Python is very much rich in the libraries. It has so many inbuilt libraries which can be used for my mathematical operation, which can be used for my analysis, which can be used for my graphical representation and so on. So but Scala have very less libraries as compared to Python. Next is concurrency. So concurrency is supported in Scala very highly. That's why we say Scala is much more faster as compared to the Python. Concurrency, sometimes people also say multi-threading, but we don't have the multi-threading concept in Python. There is a fork concept that has been used in Python for the heavy jobs. Coming to the IDE, whenever we use our code on the Spark along with the Scala or the Python, so Scala comes with two major IDE. One is Eclipse and second is IntelliJ. There are other also. When user work with the Python, they can choose PyCharm or even they can choose web-based Jupyter. Next is Spark Shell. When I choose Spark along with the Scala and I hit enter, Spark-shell, and I hit enter, then there is a Scala shell will be open to work on my Spark, because Scala is a native language to the Spark. But when I go for the Python, so there I will say PySpark, and a PySpark shell will be open to work on my Spark. So I have friends here, you will get an idea what is the difference between Scala and the Python. So let's move forward. So now let's try to understand by some programming. Okay, so here I have taken the very famous word count program in Spark Scala. So first we see we are simply importing our Spark conf and Spark context jar files. After that we are creating our object as a word count. Under that we have a main method, because we know Scala always start with its main method. After that we are creating our Spark context as sc with the help of Spark conf, and here if you notice we are using val keyword when we are creating our sc variable. Once we are set with our sc variables, then we start writing our Spark code in the Scala. First we say val emp, and then I am reading my file. Once I read my file, then I am applying the split operation with the help of flat map transformation, and I'm using the x arrow x, that is nothing but anonymous function in my Scala. After that I'm applying map operation and assigning 1 to each of my value in my map operation, and on that I'm applying reduce by key for the computation, and then finally I'm just storing the data on my disk. Now let's see what is the how we write the same word count program in PySpark. So here if you see, to import the Spark conf and Spark context jar file, we say from PySpark import Spark conf and Spark context. After that we simply create our conf variable and the sc variable. We are not using any val keyword here. Once we declare our sc variable, then we start writing our code. So here the same code I'm writing, only the difference is I have not mentioned any val keyword. I'm reading my file into the emp rdd, and after that I'm applying the same split operation within the flat map transformation, but this time I have taken lambda function. In Scala we have seen the anonymous function x arrow x, but here I have taken lambda function, which can be used on the fly within the flat map transformation. And after that, similarly, we are assigning value 1 to each of my word, and after that I am doing the computation for each of my value and counting. And finally I am storing the result on my disk. So here you see we don't find much difference when we work with the Scala or we work with the Python. They are very pretty similar. There are some syntactical difference I have seen, otherwise while coding they looks pretty similar. Okay, and if a person can work on understand Scala code, then it is very easy for him or her to understand the PySpark code. Okay, now finally there are few features on which we can decide, okay, whether I should go for Python or I should go for the Scala. So when it's come to the performance, so definitely Scala is a winner there, because Scala is a 10 times faster as compared to Python. When it's come to the learning, so no doubt Python is a really easy to learn and user friendly. Scala is little bit tougher for the programmers even, but Python is pretty easy language. Coming to the user friendly, so again Python wins here, because Python is a very user friendly language and can be read understand by the non-technical person even, I would say. Now there is a use case, let's say data engineering. If you want to do use cases or the business transformation in data engineering, then Scala wins there. Okay, but when you want to go for the data science or any machine learning algorithm you want to apply, then there is a Python wins, because Python comes with so many libraries that can be used for your scientific purpose, your graph creation, your visualization, your mathematical operation, and so on. Coming to the visualization, so here also Python wins, because there is a library called matplotlib that is very much helpful and efficient when you want to create the visualization of your data. So friends, these are the few features on which we can decide whether I should go for the Python or I should go for the Scala. But overall we have seen there is no much difference when we are working with the Spark. If you learn Python, you definitely can work on the Spark, and a person who simply learn Scala, he also can work on the Spark. So thank you. So that is all as part of this video. I hope you like this video, and please let me know if you guys have any suggestion or the queries. Please comment. Thank you. Please share it.